Hello everyone, welcome to the REATA channel, a channel created to share knowledge about rawhide leather crafting. Today, continuing the guide that we have been following, we are going to learn how to make the braid of 5. As you will see, today I have different cords. They are a little thinner. These are not cowhide but horsehide. They are cords of 1/16 inch wide. As you can see, they are quite beautiful and striking, and they have a characteristic that they are very resistant. The braid of 5 that we are going to learn today, like the 4 that we saw previously, has the particularity that it can be made of 2 variants: a flat variation and a round variation. To start, we are going to start with the round variation, so let's get to work. Well, once we have our cords tied to our support, the first thing we are going to do, which we must get used to and always do, is to moisten it with the braid preparation. As I always say, this makes it easier for us to braid them and that the passes fit very well every time we braid. So we moisten the cords very well and we are ready to start. Well, we have, as we said, the 5 cords. We are going to pass 3 cords to the left hand and we are going to leave 2 in the right hand. What we do is, with the cord on the side that we have 3 on the left side, we pass over 2 in this way. Now we have 3 on the right side, so we pass the one on the far right over 2. And that's all we're going to do in the braid. Now we go to the left side and we do over 2. We go to the far right side and we do over 2. And, as you can see, it's very easy. Now we go to the left and we do over 2. To the right, over 2. And there begins to form our flat 5-cord braid. We are always going to work on the side that we have 3. As you can see, on this side I have 2, on this side 3, so I have to work with this one, with the one on the far right, over 2. Now I have 3 on this side, and then I do over 2. There begins to form the braid. We must always remember to pull the cords so that the braid tightens and it forms. Now we have 3 on this side, so we do over 2. Over 2 on the left side. Over 2 on the right side. Over 2 on the left side. As you will have noticed, it is very easy, it is very fast, and it looks very nice. It looks like a braid of 3 with a little tighter. We continue. I explain one last time so that you can understand it. But as I said, it is very easy and surely you will have understood the logic of the braid. We have 3 on one side and 2 on the other, so we do over 2 with the side that we have 3. And now we have 3 on the left side, we do over 2. We are pulling and there our braid begins to form. We do over 2 and over 2. There you can see that it is forming and it looks very nice. Well, that would be all. It is a fairly fast and easy braid. And I suppose that it will have been understood quite well. Now what we are going to do is continue learning. We are going to learn how to make the braid of 5 but in its round variant. Very well, now what we are going to do is the round variant of our braid of 5. The only difficulty that this braid has is to keep the side of the hair, that is, the outside of the skin towards us. And that we do not have the cords upside down with the side of the fat outwards. Very well, what we are going to do is take 3 cords with one hand and 2 with the other. We take the one on the side that has 3, the penultimate, and we pass it over 2, in this way. Now we have 3 on one side, we are going to pass the one at the end under the whole braid, in this way. We make a turn there so that the side of the fat is up, in this way. and we leave one out and turn again to pass over one. As you can see, now we have 3 on one side, but we are going to work on the side that we have 2. We pass the one on the left end under the whole braid in the same way, with the side of the fat up, like this. And we separate this pair. There is a pair of cords, so we are going to separate it. Doing so, we turn and do over 2. Now we work on the side that we have 3. We go under the whole braid. We turn over 1. Now we have a new couple armed on this side, so we're going to pass the one on the left, under of all the braid, to be over 2, leaving one out. We pull to accommodate our passes. Now we work on the side that has 3, we go under the whole braid, we turn and over 1. Again we have a couple on this side, so we're going to work with the one on the left, passing under the whole braid, separating the couple, leaving one out, and over 2. We are going to pull so that our braid is formed and it is very firm. It is convenient to pull them individually to each cord so that they join and give shape our braid. Very well, we continue with the one on the right, which was left behind everything, under of the braid and over 1. Now we go to the left, under the whole braid, always in this way, and we go out separating these 2 that are together, leaving one out, which is the one we are going to work on in the next pass. And there our braid begins to form. We go with the one we left out, under of all the braid, we turn and do over 1. And there the braid begins to form, which, as you can see, is a round braid. This braid can be used to make ties, or any type of work that we need a structure similar to a rope, because it is round and it is very resistant. Now we are going to put the one on the left, under the whole braid, we go out separating these 2, we turn and do over 2. This is going to be our guideline to realize that we are braiding well, that we are doing well in each pass. Always the one on the left has to go out separating 2 that are together. So in this case we do the one on the left, under the whole braid and separate these 2, there you can see, we separate, we leave one out and we continue over 2. Here the braid is getting a little loose for me, as you can see, because I have a support that is on a table. If I wanted this braid to be more tight, I would have to use a support in which I can exert pressure, pull it with the weight of my body, and that will make each one of the cords adjust. But in this case I can only exercise a little, nothing more than traction, since I'm on a table and I can't do so much force. We continue one last time, under, over 1. Now the one on the left goes under the whole braid, in this way, it comes out to the right leaving one out and over 2. Now with the one we are going to continue is with the one we leave out, which passes under the whole braid again, leaves one out and turns and does over 1. We do under the whole braid, it comes out separating that duo, turns over 2. We pull. And this is how the braid of 5 is made in its round variant. These round braids are the ones that are generally used to make ties or, as I said before, all kinds of work that requires some structure of rope. To this braid, what you can do is also place what is called a sole or center, that is, in the middle of the cords we leave 3 on one side and 2 on the other. In the support itself, a rope is tied that will go inside the braid, and we are going to braid it through the leathers outside the rope, and this rope makes, in turn, a structure that will give it greater rigidity, and it will also give it a more rounded shape, since each cord is going to be molded to that rope. And it also has an extreme hardness to our braid that will have the strength of all the braided cords and more the rope. Well, that's all for today. I wait for you for the next video to learn how to make the braid of 6 and continue with the guide that we have been following. Do not forget to leave a comment, a like or subscribe. You can also share the video with your acquaintances who think they need to learn about braids, and also to us with that they help us a lot. Thank you and see you in the next video. See you later.